Hello Olivet, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a video on how to stay on the Dean's List or how to achieve to get onto the Dean's List. It is my second semester here and I luckily got put on the Dean's List my first semester, and I am looking towards being on it this semester, so all year being a Dean's List student. That was one of my goals coming to college, so I'm really excited that I'm achieving those goals and staying on top of those. It's really important to me, and I just want to make people proud, and being on the Dean's List and doing all the things that I do is awesome because I am really busy, but just being on the Dean's List is just another accomplishment and something I can put on my resume and something I'm really proud of. So I'm going to try to help you guys and tell you my tricks and tips and what others think you do to be on the Dean's List. So I have them on my phone and I'm just going to read them off and give a little detail, and yeah, so let's jump right into the video. Okay, so one thing is like you have to want to be on the Dean's List. You just have to like set your goal, and your goal should be being on the Dean's List. That was what I did coming into college. I was like, I'm going to be on the Dean's List. I have to be. And I made sure that I was checking my grades repeatedly and making sure that I was working with my professors, and the professors here at Olivet work with you really well. So just make sure that you stay in contact with them. If you have a problem or anything like that, they want to help you and they want you to be successful. So make sure that you set your goal and stay on track of your goal. Another thing is keep a calendar or a planner. I never used a planner in high school and my grades were not as good as they are today. So I definitely think a planner is a big deal because now, like, if you forget something, like when you come back to your room and it's like 8 o'clock at night after a long day and you need to do homework, you need to look at your planner because you'll have written down what it was. So like I'll forget what I did at 7:50 this morning, or my assignment that's due, so I'll look at my planner and it's written down. A planner really helped me stay on track. It helped me stay organized, and my work is always turned on time because of my planner, and that obviously helps with your grades, which leads you to being on the Dean's List. So definitely get a planner. That is a huge thing. Huge. Be studious. That's another one. Make sure that you're like working with your professor, asking questions. If you're confused, don't be embarrassed. Raise your hand, ask the question, and get some help on that question. Also, if you're struggling with something, maybe work with the person next to you who's understanding it, or there's a tutoring center. The Success Center is always there. You can make an appointment online, or you can walk in and make an appointment with them, which is in Mott. So I would definitely suggest going to the tutoring center. They're there to help you, and they really do help you, and it's really good. And if you're struggling, don't be embarrassed. Like, you need to get help. You're paying for these classes, and these classes aren't cheap, so don't waste your time and don't waste your professor's time. Ask for the help and get the help, and that will definitely lead you to success. Another one is to stay on track. That's important. Like, don't start skipping your classes or showing up late, because then your professors are going to be mad at you and they're not going to want to help work with you because they're going to think you don't care. So make sure you show up to your classes every day. There's usually no excuse unless like you're dying, I guess, but especially if you live on campus, it should be easy for you to just walk across the street and go to your class and sit there and learn. And if you do have to be late or you're going to miss class, I highly suggest messaging or emailing your professor. They really like that, so make sure you do that. Okay, so I definitely suggest emailing or messaging your professor. They really like that. It will help you a lot in the long run. Make sure that you do that if you're going to miss, but just try not to miss. And being late, I know that's hard sometimes because you miss your alarm or something like that, so just try really hard not to do that. But if you do that, if you just stay on track, it'll be good. And lastly, make sure you make some time for yourself. I don't think I would have been able to be on the Dean's List if I didn't like have some free time, because if I'm always studying, I probably would have hated it and I would have seen the point of trying. So I definitely suggest working in your schedule some me time, hang out with friends, or just like napping or something like that. You're gonna get tired, so make sure you have time for yourself and that you're taking care of yourself as well. Don't kill yourself over being on the Dean's List. Being on the Dean's List is definitely an achievement, but as long as you have good grades and you're working hard, there's nothing else you can do. So just make sure you're working hard, staying focused, and eventually and hopefully you'll be on the Dean's List. It's definitely something I'm really proud of, and hopefully that you guys have learned how to stay on the Dean's List or how to get onto the Dean's List. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome spring break, and I will see you very soon.